Hey everybody, this is Erika Szabo. Welcome back to another one of my weekly vlogs. Let's see what happened this past week. So in terms of gaming, there's a lot of stuff. There's some stuff. Now last week I talked about a whole bunch of games that I have to review, and I want you to know that my Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair review is going to be coming this Wednesday. I'm super stoked for that. I'm happy it's finally going to be out. I've just been juggling so many different games and juggling so many different things all around this apartment and everything, so I'm really happy to be doing that for you. And then I also want to let you know that my review for Short Piece is going to be coming up this Friday, so that one I'm super stoked for as well. On top of that, I do plan on also doing a top JRPGs on the Sega Genesis very soon, and I do also plan on bringing back my retro reviews, Retro Renegade. That's something that I was looking back on and I get a lot of feedback on. I get a lot of comments from people, so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, there's so much fun to do, and it'll just give me an excuse to play more games in my collection or other games that I don't and have always wanted to play, right? Now that in mind, I do also want to say that I am going to be featuring, sorry I can't talk, I am going to be featuring shmups, a lot of like top shmup lists on different systems very soon too, because that's a genre that I didn't really tap into right away on my channel, and I haven't really tapped into, but something I am so I am just so in love with. I love shmups. It's funny because they're like the exact like opposite of JRPGs when you think about it. But I think maybe that's what I like so much about it. I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so. So aside from that, I do also want to say I got this really awesome little device here, the HD PBR Rocket. I am super stoked. I'm actually going to be reviewing this baby. So this is just like a video capture card. I want to thank Tony for sending this out to me. Yes, this means I'm going to be doing Let's Plays. I know a bunch of you have been asking for this for a while now, and I finally am. Now I've done Let's Plays in the past. I've done Let's Plays. Let's say I did one for Space Harrier. I did a little test demo for Tomb Raider back when that came out. And I've done like a few little things here and there. A few like indie games and things like that. But I definitely want to implement that more on my channel, and more like little secrets in store that I won't tell you until the next couple weeks probably. But there may or may not be a Let's Play series perhaps. A lot of you seem to like that Alien Isolation video too, so maybe I'll do some new games and then some old games and then some indie games and then all kinds of stuff. So thank you so much, Tony. I'm going to be reviewing this very soon. I'm going to be reviewing this for all of you too, in case you haven't ever heard of this. So do stay tuned for that. That's probably going to be happening early next week. So, aside from that, Disney was nice enough to send me Disney Infinity 2.0 here, this giant ass box. I am super excited for this too. I'm a big Skylanders fan. I'm a big fan of just this kind of technology. I've been waiting for this kind of stuff since Pokemon came out. I don't know why Pokemon never actually tapped into this market, but I think they would have done a really good job personally. But yeah, so I'm going to be reviewing this too. This is going to be coming next week. Please, you know, stay tuned for this. And big thanks to Disney for sending this over. I feel like a kid again. I feel like a kid again, and it's awesome. Super stoked. So, let's see, what else? What else is going on? You see, there's just like so much going on here. I can't even keep up. I need my notes on hand like all the time. Oh yeah, one more thing. So, another game that I am like, I really want to do a Let's Play for, a game I really want to try and get. It's actually an import PS2 game, Cowboy Bebop Serenade of Remembrance. It's a really awesome 3D beat 'em up that I am just really stoked about. Jay, my boyfriend, he runs 3 Kilobytes, really awesome gaming channel and gaming and film channel. He showed it to me, and I'd heard about it in the past, but I didn't know too much about it. And we were watching like a gameplay video, and I was just like, oh my god, this looks amazing. Like, why did this never come out here? And apparently it was in production and it was really close to being released here, and then something just happened and they dropped the ball and they never did. Bunch of money wasted over because of that, which is really unfortunate. But that's a game that I'm going to try and seek out and see if I can do a Let's Play for somehow, whether that's like emulator or what, right? So do stay tuned for that too. Stay tuned for some updates. But yeah, I just kind of like, that was a lot of stuff right there. So that is gaming for you. Let's move on to anime. So for anime, there are 2 anime in particular that have really piqued my interest this past while now. I'm gonna leave the best for last. However, this first one's pretty good too. This is much more of a shoujo, slice of life, romance, but I really like it because it's not like your typical shoujo. It feels more real, kind of like I guess how Nana did, although maybe not as dark as Nana, but still very good. And that anime is Aoharaido. I am a huge fan of it, huge fan. My friend Shez told me about it, and I just kind of like fell in love, and so I started reading the manga and I was watching the anime on Crunchyroll, and it's just so good. It is so good, and like I said, it does take a much more real representation of love and romance and just coming of age, right? And all of that. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. It definitely teases you a lot in the show in terms of like how these two characters were gonna get together. Yeah, there is that, right? But their chemistry is a little different this time around. It's a little bit more complicated. It's a bit more complex. Personalities definitely have more depth to them, and I really enjoy that. I find that really interesting because it makes it feel much more like what a real relationship would be like. So aside from that, obviously, I had to leave the best for last. But I have to say, Terror in Resonance is the bomb. And I'm not trying to make a pun by saying that, although maybe I was, I don't know. So I won't actually tell you much about the anime because I don't want to spoil anything. There's something really nice about actually not spoiling that surprise and realizing it for yourself, but what I can tell you right now is that this is a Watanabe directed work, who's also known for Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo as well. You get the deal here. We also have Yoko Kanno doing the music, which is another really big thing. And then we have our character designer, I can't remember his name off the top of my head because I'm a loser, and he's really amazing. He's done some really, really cool stuff. I think he even did the anime short in Kill Bill Volume 1, I believe it was, and then also like a few other things like on the Animatrix Kids story, and then even for the Linkin Park music video. So some really cool stuff and some really amazing talented people involved here, and I am just so happy about this anime. I just can't even. I can't even, guys. I can't even. So please do check it out. That is available on Funimation and other places, which I will not talk about. And then Aoharaido is available on Crunchyroll. So I mean, there's like these two anime are very different from one another, but they are so good. And Terror in Resonance in particular is really short. I believe it's like 11 episodes. So I'm about halfway through it right now, but I'm just like so ecstatic about it. I can't stop watching it. I'm like marathoning it. I'm gonna go to the laundromat after this and I'm gonna watch it on my computer. That's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be perfect. So please do check it out. I will link to them below along with everything else I always link to anyways. And yeah, I think that's it for anime. Now for Life, Patreon, and YouTube updates, because that's basically what this part always consists of in the end. It's kind of like a jumble of things, and there's a lot going on. So I gotta say, one of the first things is my friend Rob Jackson, who's been watching my videos for a while, who I've been friends with for a while. He has an Extra Life campaign coming up, actually, Team Hope, where they're going to be helping kids in need from Sickids. So I made a donation and I'm helping out by spreading the word here. I even have like this shirt on and everything too that he sent me. He sent me like a little package to really represent what's happening and just the campaign and what it's all about. So his particular campaign is going to be happening October 23rd. I'm totally rooting for him. I know he's gonna do great. I know you're gonna do great, Rob. If you're watching this, kudos to you. Honestly, this is really brave for you to be able to do something like this. So like, just to be able to help kids in need, I just find that really amazing. Like, I make monthly donations to various organizations, and it feels good. It feels good to help other people in that way. And even if I am in a financially, or if I was, especially in the past, in a financially unstable area in my life, it was a no-brainer for me to still go ahead and make those donations every month. It just didn't feel right otherwise. It's funny how like, if you get the right mindset with things like that, it's just, it comes to you naturally, just like paying the bills or paying your rent or paying your phone bill or anything like that, right? It's really important because there are other people who have it far worse than any of us do, and it's worth helping those people out. So I'm giving you, Rob, a shout out on here. Thank you so much for telling me about this, for getting me involved. I'm glad I could make a donation. I ended up giving him a piece of swag that I had for a while that I thought could definitely go to a good home, to someone who really cared. And yeah, I know that this is gonna go really well, and I'm really hoping, actually, speaking of Extra Life, I'm really hoping to do a Extra Life campaign next year. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I didn't really know how to approach it. And I'm the kind of person who likes to strategize, sit back and prepare, right? So I'm already planning out exactly how I'm going to be doing this next year, and I am very stoked for it. I'm very, very stoked for it. So I really hope that, you know, for a year from now, you will be here and you'll help support me, just like how I'm trying to help support Rob here, and I hope all of you will help support Rob too. I'm going to be linking to the campaign below. I hope you check it out for yourself. So aside from that, in terms of Patreon updates, I do want to thank my friend Nic Tringali for making a donation. Really funny, because Nick is someone that I used to do a podcast with on a video game website I used to blog for back in like 2010, I believe it was, or 2009, late 2009, early 2010. The website was called Level 42, and the podcast was Talk is Cheap. It was all gaming related, and it was fun. We did it every single week, and it was a big, big project to take on. I'm glad I didn't have to do that alone. It was nice doing that together with Michael and friends. So Nick, thank you so much for donating, and everybody do stay tuned for all those perks that I mentioned that I have on my Patreon. Those are going to be coming in November. Just to kind of get me back on track here for this month. So I also want to say, in terms of YouTube, you might have noticed I have some killer music behind me here. You're probably wondering, who is this? Well, this is actually Sickids. Sickids is a really awesome moniker by none other than Jay from 3 Kilobytes. He makes some impeccable music that you may or may not have known about. But I'm going to be linking to his Bandcamp below. I'm going to be having his music in my videos, probably like weekly vlogs, not my reviews, because then I'll have like music from those particular games, but in other videos, maybe my top lists as well. I'm gonna have his music, so I really hope you enjoy. And I hope, yeah, he's so talented, so I had to ask him. I was like, can I please use your music? I really love your music a lot, can I? So he loved me, so thank you so much, Jay. I really appreciate this. And yeah, do check it out for yourself. Now for YouTube, I did also want to give a big announcement, because I have so much content I need to cover in such a short period of time. Like, fall is always a crazy period of time, always. So I'm going to be changing my schedule up. My schedule used to be Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays, with Sundays being my weekly vlogs. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filming in bulk, just so I can get everything done right away, and then I'll be releasing videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Don't ask how this is gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna be so good, and I can't wait. I can't wait. So do stay tuned for that. That's probably obviously not happening this week because I didn't release anything on Monday, but do stay tuned next week for all that, so I can catch up on all kinds of things that I've been wanting to do on my channel for a while. I think this has been a lot slower on my channel, and I want that all to pick up again, right? So I want you all to stick around and to see what's in store, because there's a lot. Also, in terms of like sound equipment, still doing some research on that. Lighting, I have this light right here. It's like not enough. It's not enough. I kind of wish I had another one on the other side, because that'd be perfect, because I'm like, part of my face is like in the shadows and then part of it's not. So I have to figure that out. But there was one other thing I did want to share with you, and that's like a little tour of my work area, because me and my roommate Yuki, we got a bunch of like stuff cleaned around here, and it looks so much better already. So I want to give you a bit of a tour, okay? Alright, so this is the work area. It is getting there, slowly but surely. This is the area that you guys know of. It's changed a little bit lighter. There's a little bit less clutter. Just some organizing to do now. And then my wall, as you know, a few changes in that. This is basically where I film right now. And then that's where I keep my stuff that I feature in my videos, like my weekly vlogs. And this is my ghetto setup. Look at that lighting. That's my softbox for now. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting right now, and that's where I stand with X's. Bunch of boxes. But yeah, this is the giant shelf that I just got from IKEA. There's my CRT. It's gonna be perfect for retro gaming. I'm super excited. A little bit of organizing to do still, but I'm very excited to be using this monstrous television here. And then we have this area too. I put up a new floating shelf, put some of my figurines to clear up some space in the other, and then I got my E3 kerchief, my awesome Golden Axe poster, all that fun stuff. That's gonna be my little seating area where I do my my game capture stuff, and where I'm gonna record sometimes too. This is a new shelf I got for some PlayStation 2 games and some of Yuki's games, and then some Spick and Span hanging out with the 360, and then a bunch of other stuff here too. We even have some DDR mats at the bottom that Yuki brought over. Super excited to have that. And then over here we have all my systems that I have right now all organized with my record player, and yeah, that's it. That's like I said, it's cleared up a bit here, took off some figurines, but overall, I am pleased. So I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly vlog. Thanks again everybody for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you like what I have here, there's a lot more coming up really soon that I'm super excited to share with all of you. And yeah, I'll see y'all again soon, okay? Alright, peace.